What is up, guys? Pie Muffin here, and we are back with another Tales of the Rays video. Today, this is going to be a very brief video. We're just going to quickly be going over what happened because, well, you'll know by the title what I mean by that. So, for those who probably noticed, we got a huge stat upgrade to our characters. For the most part, I think my highest character was, I think Ix and Lloyd were close to like 4,700, 4,800 in power. But once this decides to load, you'll see what they are now. And there are also certain characters like... Okay, so there you go. So both Lloyd and Ix are now at 7,000 power. And then even characters like Kirito and Emil, who only have one Mirage Art, are up at 5,000. 5,000 plus. Even though someone like Raven has like a level 90 Mirage Art along with his Overray. So basically what happened was... this was in the producer's letter, and I had no idea that this was even mentioned. But apparently they added, so any skills you get from the tower. So obviously all these characters are characters with skills. And then you look down here, and characters who aren't awakened still have their same stats, more or less. So basically what happened was, they basically took everything into account when it comes to stats, and you got like a buff. And I've seen people saying, like, oh, it doesn't actually change anything, it's just a number, but I would be inclined to disagree just because I've never been able... I mean, I understand, you know, this 40 AP mission that we have now is easier than the normal stuff because it's just, you know, there's no enemies with Mirage Arts or stuff like that, but even still, like, I've never been able... Without actually playing myself, most 40 AP missions I couldn't just auto battle. So these skills right here are definitely what add to it. I think that was pretty much everything. I don't know if they said your bond level attributes to it. I think it's just mainly the skills that got added to everything, and then they kind of just reworked how the whole point system works itself in terms of gear and everything. And I assume the spirit gear is also added into this number as well. So once I have that upgraded, those numbers will continue to get even higher. But yeah, so that's pretty much the whole big thing here is obviously all these characters got a big stat boost. So when you go into a mission, for example, normally my rainbow teams, or my teams from rainbow events would have like, you know, maybe 19, 20,000 power. But with these stat boosts, they're up above 30,000 now. So once we have a singular colored event, which I actually want to look at real quick. So let's go to the Rose and Dazzle event. We're going to check this out real quick. So, for example, we go to this mission. I only have enough AP. I'm not going to actually do the mission. I'm just going to kind of showcase it real quick. So we'll go ahead and do that. Whenever it decides to load. Okay, so I think team 2, 3... Okay. Look at that, 35,000 power. For a ×2 multiplier for this team. I could probably make it better if Laphicet had a second Mirage Art. To increase his stats even more, but all the other characters have dual Mirage Arts. 35,000 power. This team normally had like 29, 30,000. So that's an extra 6,000 points right there that got added to this team. I mean, if I were to take Laphicet off and put someone like Melina for... Well, Melina will only get 1.5. Let's see. Let's just put Saray for the sake of things. I'm not going to keep it this way just because I need a healer on this team. But let's just look at stats-wise. Look at that. 41,000 power. That is insane. So that's pretty much what it attests to, and I assume we'll start seeing harder missions in the game moving forward, because now that we have these stat buffs, I think it will definitely add into the factor of how easier things are going to be for players that have a lot of awakened characters and characters who have gone through the tower. But anyways, guys, that's it for this video. Just a quick little update on the power scaling, so to speak, on Tales of the Rays and how everything kind of changed. Like I said, I don't think it really didn't change too much, but it's just kind of like a stat boost, and it probably helps keep us alive longer. And it could just be a number, and maybe I'm just crazy, but it does seem like I even I was doing some hard mode on the story because obviously it's 0 AP right now from some of the earlier stuff. And stuff that I couldn't do before, I can do now with this stat upgrade. So I do think it does have a difference. But anyways, guys, don't forget to subscribe for more if you're new to the channel. I'll see you all next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.